Everybody, everybody go. Everybody, everybody go. Run and tell everyone you know. It's time for Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that tag. Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that tag. Get it.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Tag Did It. And of course, we are back here on Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. And the podcast is back in full effect. And bitch, y'all know how exciting this is for me. But tonight in the series that I'm about to start for the next 4 episodes is special to me because I get to do it with my friends. And y'all get to see, you know, how we interact with each other. Y'all get to see and hear, you know, about friendships and relationships and things of that nature within the LGBTQ community amongst friends. And let me tell y'all, when I did my vlog, when we went to Daytona, this group of people was the highest views on my YouTube. So I said I want to bring them back. And this was last year, March. So we're pulling up on March again. And we're finally doing it. So enough about me. Make sure you are following everybody on social media. I will put all their at names on the screen. And keep up with us because, listen, we finna do this thing for the next couple of weeks. But with no further ado, we have my friends with me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but I'm just going to call their name out real quick. We got Mone sitting to the left of me. We got Cobei on the other side with his grills in, giving very Duval. And we got Knubian sitting across from me, you know, Miss Stonewall University herself. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves, tell a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to get right into the show. So who want to go first?
In order.
Oh, she's starting, girl.
Hey, y'all. My name is Mone. From Charleston, South Carolina. Met Troy about how many years?
About 4 years ago. Maybe,
About 4 or 5 years ago. And then
when I moved here.
We've been locked in ever since.
Ever since. Yeah.
I'm Cobei. I'm from Duval, Florida. Jacksonville. My bad if you don't know. I say Duval.
Dirty.
And dirty. I always got something to say. And I've been living in Atlanta like 4 years, and I've known Troy for about, I want to say like 9 years.
Yeah.
I mean, since I was like 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was introduced to him, and then, you know, this is my heart.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah,
my baby.
Yeah, man.
My little baby.
Go ahead, Miss Knubiana.
What's up? It's the Bush with the dog Knubian from the 813 Tampa, Florida. All motherfucking
They know about me.
Tampa.
You know what's up? I've known Troy since college.
Yes.
We met, I want to say like 2013.
Yes, when I joined MSC. Mm-hmm.
We was on the same step team at FAMU and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's been a journey.
It's been a journey, and I'm glad to have you here because, you know, I feel like I always say this, like in college, we didn't get our just due. And it's just like now, because of this one person, we're all like
All
together.
The game's back together.
Well, I'm going to do an icebreaker to let us, like, you know, loosen up a little bit. You know, cheers to tonight.
Cheers.
And let's get to it. So the icebreaker is, and I'm going to start with Jose on this one, with Cobei. I'm telling people your real name.
We will be editing that out.
I got my Ask Cobei this first. So the icebreaker question is going to be, what's the number one thing that'll make you cut a friend off? Like, what's just your number one ultimate red flag?
I'm really big on loyalty, and then also I'm really big on just like, as a friend, you know, I'm not really good with being.
Step up to the table.
Oh, my bad. Can you
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm really big on loyalty, and I'm also not good with the fact that a lot of friendships, you know, like to, I would say, play like neutral games. I am kind of like a pick a side friend. Mm-hmm. I know that's bad. I play high school games, I guess.
Yes.
But I'm big on loyalty. It's really just loyalty because as a friend, you know, obviously you shouldn't do weird stuff when it comes to, you know, obviously people and, you know, significant others and all kinds of stuff. But really it's just about, as long as I feel like, you know, you about me as much as I'm about you. But yeah, I don't play about loyalty, and loyalty really runs deep in me.
Okay, I agree. Loyalty is one of the things. Mom.
I think it's the same thing.
Same thing?
All boils down to like loyalty, because it's like I do understand that like in relationships, friendships, like it's not gonna be like perfect,
Right.
but like as long as I know that you loyal, like you don't do nothing like that or nothing like outside of the loyalty, it's like that's the most important. That's the most important in any relationship too.
Yeah. Nubian.
I will agree, loyalty, but I just feel like something that would make me cut somebody off is them fucking with me or doing something to me that I feel like
You wouldn't do.
would cross the line, because loyalty, respect, all that stuff should be characteristics that you should have as a friend. But if you do some shit to me that I feel like it's not gonna bitch, you can't come back from, then that's when it's like we can forgive each other, we can move on. I still fuck with you, but I just fuck with you from a distance.
Right.
So it depends on what it depends on what you're doing and what the situation is.
Yes. Loyalty for me, but I also think I guess it all boils down to loyalty, like you said, because for me, it's just like, don't do nothing that's going to cross me. Like, don't do nothing that I wouldn't do to you, because if you do something to me that I know I wouldn't do to you, then it's going to make me do it to you, and guess what? I'm a Cancer, so I'm going to do it 10 times worse. And I'm going to do it sneakily, because it's going to be like, girl, I'm going to wait. And then when you find out, you're going to be like, damn, you really, I did that. But I will say, though, some situations have happened to me recently in the last year, and y'all know about it, but I have just moved gracefully in those situations. Like, I feel like I'm at a different level of responding to like drama and like things with friendships. So I'm just like, I'm not cutting people off. Like, I will have a conversation with you if I feel like, it's worth the conversation, but it's some things I just feel like you just got to be able to move on from. Like, just quietly like move yourself out of situations. So, well, that was good. So we know that loyalty is the top thing in our friendships too, I feel like. Like, I feel like we're all loyal to each other. Like, we all have our other friends. Like, we all have, like, other people that we hang with, like, our own best friends, whatever. But I feel like y'all are literally, like, my brothers and sisters and things of that nature. Like, I feel like, y'all are people that I really, when I'm around y'all, like, I feel like it's just free of no judgment, no nothing. Like, it's genuine. It's a safe space. Yes. So
It is.
we gonna dig inside the friend group a little bit. So we gonna go into the friend group, and I want to talk about how we met each other, because I feel like, again, just getting a little bit more into that, because I feel like, again, we all met each other in different spaces, because of course you knew Mom before you knew me,
Yes,
and I knew you before you knew them, and it's just like, but when I met Jose and then we all moved here, we all just end up being friends together. But I will share my experience first. Of course, I met Jose through one of my close friends, Keon, and we don't get too deep into that, but I met Jose through Keon, and after a while, not even after a while, like, probably like the first couple of weeks of us being in like our little chat together, me and Jose started having our own side conversations, like calling each other, having conversations, whatever. And then it used to be, it started getting to a point where Jose will call me, and even to this day, like, Jose will call me, we'll end up on the phone for an hour, and it don't even be me talking, it be Jose going off about whatever he got to go off about, or who he got to go off about, and then you just be sitting there, and you be on the other side of the phone just cracking up, dying, laughing, and that girl just rambling.
Oh my God, bro.
But yes, and then that was how me and Jose friendship grew. And I remember begging Jose to move to Atlanta. And I remember like a year ago when Jose was like, he was moving out of Atlanta, I was like very sad, because I'm just like, girl, I feel like that's gonna dismantle the whole group, bro. Like, you just leaving. You are the Medea. You are the backbone.
Mama was being dramatic as always.
I believe y'all hoes. I'm done.
Was so over it. But I feel like having Jose come to Atlanta, and then I think that's why I set this up like this, because I knew all of y'all basically first. But then I met Mone one night. I was at Jose's house. I forgot what I was at Jose's house. I think I was talking about my ex at the time.
Yep.
And Mone came over because Jose was getting his grass wall done, and Mone came there, and Mone was in there with the Migashis, and Mone was in there with the Migashis, and I met Mone, and ever since that day, we all just started. Each person just started coming around, clicking, and he started having us around each other. And then we was like, oh, I feel like this the group, like this gonna be the girls. And then of course, everyone's not with us today. It has we have some fallen soldiers, but we still love them.
All love.
But and then Knubian, college tease.
College tease.
Me and Knubian, I feel like I I feel like me and Nubian friendship was destined, but in the time in college, I feel like we were in different spaces. I feel like a lot of people also, like me, after that second year, once I got my second boyfriend, I was like, bitch, I'm outside. I am a flaming queen at this point. Like, I may go home and still be the trade, but at the campus, baby, I am that girl. Okay, but then when we got to Atlanta, I think we hung out with Nubian I hung out with Nubian a few times, and then he started coming around Cobei, and I remember coming to your video release party in the Dagny because I was and nobody else came with me, but it was just me. I think Rashad was there, but I was there by myself.
Right.
And I came in, I supported, and I think ever since then, like it was just like, okay, we gonna hang out, and then Jose's like, yeah, my friend Nubian coming, your friend Nubian, like I know Nubian, you know, like, bitch, I know Nubian too.
He did
What's
say
the tea? So, but yeah, and I feel like Jose is like, of course, just like our anchor of our group, and I always tell people like, I am glad that I have you as a friend, and I'm also glad that I trust you enough to let me be around. I texted you this a few weeks ago, and I was like, thank you for bringing me around the people that you brought me around, because I feel like these are people that I'm able to be rooted in, and I know that it's no malice, no ill intent. Like we all gonna love each other. We gonna set the record straight whenever it got to be set, and we gonna keep it going. We gonna support. Yes, like look at us right now supporting. But Jose, I'll let you go. Just tell me about, like, of course, like, tell, like, how you met Mone. Because I just thought about how you knew me. So tell me how you met Mone.
I met Mone through Instagram a while back. I was actually in high school, and we just honestly was always cool. Obviously, Mone is attractive, and we was just cool. Like, it's just a cool connection. And then, you want to say meeting Nubian, each one of y'all, right? Okay, so meeting Nubian, he said we met back in Florida.
I feel like we met through Quentin.
I know, but I really don't remember that interaction. So I always tell him, like, us being here.
Quentin from Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Rashad best friend Quentin?
Yeah.
Because when he was in that relationship, when he was like,
let's not do too much.
I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but when he was all on social media
with the tattoo
in Orlando,
got my name tatted in 4 months.
Like, she's dragging it.
We're leaving the relationship out of this.
Right. But I knew him back since then, so that's why I'm like, I knew him before he moved. Of course, I knew him before he moved to Atlanta. Yeah. We just don't know exactly. We don't remember how we met. I feel like we probably was drunk in Jacksonville or something like that. But I feel like we met in Jacksonville in Inca Hoops or something like that with Quentin.
But yeah, and like the thing about it, with Nubian, it was just so crazy because with us being around each other in Atlanta, I just tell people all the time, like, Nubian has so many friends. He has like so many people he knows. And so I just was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just always like a plus one of Nubian because all the like 40 other people. But it's just because he knows my girl, she in the streets.
Yeah, she outside.
She outside every day. So that's why I'm like, but it's just, I don't know. Like, I always been like, Nubian is my safe space. I feel like we just cool. We've been clicked. It's never been like a friendship that I came across that I really felt more happier. So it's just
and
like
the words of Nicki Minaj. What about me?
You're so stupid. And so as Troy, I'm gonna be honest. When we met, with Keon and just being in like obviously around everybody, it was actually me, Keon, and another person. We was like a whole thing. So like being around you when you came to Orlando, when we was around each other, Troy, you've always been like my little Care Bear cancer. Yes. So I'm like always like, let me protect Troy, make sure Troy good. You know how I act when he So
he always got these little cute names.
Right. Oh my God. But
yeah, I love his life.
He told me to work hard.
Right. But no, child, Mom. How you met?
y'all done told the whole day.
Right.
So basically, I met Jose first. Sorry, Cobei.
Steve wanted his name.
He said it. I have like 4 names, y'all. So,
so I met him first, and then brought you around. I met everybody like individually,
over the years.
And it would be like I would be hanging with Troy or then Keys or so it would be like that. And then I don't remember which one of y'all I met first. To be completely honest.
We be so drunk. We don't be knowing.
I think. I know for sure. I met you before anybody. Of course, I already knew Nubian, but I knew you before anybody else.
Yeah. I don't even remember how I met Knubian. That's so crazy. I'm sure you brought him around, but
Yeah.
you know, our friend groups clash a lot too.
It was a lot
So
of
it's like
different-
maybe we been around.
I kind of remember the stories
You do?
What, him?
of like when I first became like
Yeah, tell us a
cool
little
with
bit.
my own. I remember like around that time. That's when y'all was having that fight over there in them apartments.
Oh, baby.
That's when I really
Oh,
started
my
to
God. It's
really
just-
get to know you.
Okay.
But I had already known you from social media. Not known
Yeah.
you, but I've seen you on social media.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like that's what around the time I met
when
you.
we really started getting
Yes.
close.
I think that was
Yeah,
like
that was
4 years ago.
About 4 years ago, yeah.
It's
That's so
like
crazy.
Around February, it was cold outside.
It was Ryan's birthday. Oh,
It
baby. Child, I'm still recovering from the birthday. That's why I don't want too many shots right now.
Got a ball.
But now,
You like my girl.
we gonna go to the next question. But my next question, I'm gonna go with Knubian first because I went with Cobei last. Sorry, child, we gonna be doing that all night.
All night.
You gonna be whatever we call you now.
We're gonna, exactly.
But the next question is gonna be like, what do you feel is the one word that describes this friend group, and why?
The one word that describes
Just
this
one
friend
word.
group, I would say brotherhood / sisterhood.
Okay, why you say that?
Because I feel like we have, ever since we had that trip for Keon's wedding, I really feel like we built a solid foundation, a solid group. And the way that we support each other, the way we read each other, the way that we to talk about
Get in each other's
relationship issues and support each other, and even supporting people that come around that we bring around sometimes, even though it's a little hard sometimes, everybody don't like everybody to be around.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's kind of like if you watch those shows on, those girlfriend shows where they just have like this camaraderie of like, bitch, we get together, we have a hard ass work week and we get together and drink and talk about our shit.
Yeah.
It just feels like family.
And
So
why
that's
do you?
I would say that?
Yeah.
And my next question, and not even next question because we could talk about that a little bit more. But I ask everybody else, what y'all word is. But just to go in what you just said, why do you feel like when it comes to like gay friendships, why do they end up feeling like sisterhood or brotherhood or just like family? Why do you feel like that?
I feel like that specifically in Atlanta because it's kind of like home away from home. And I think that we have more in common when it comes to being black and being gay. So we kind of like lean on that with each other.
Right.
So that I really feel like that's the main thing. I feel like we all still have like great relationships with our families.
Yeah.
For the most part, some of us.
Yeah.
A lot of us, it could be a little.
Oh my God! I swear to God,
It could be a little up and down. Everybody's,
Yeah.
everybody that has not the same situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like, we don't come together because we don't have
Right.
solid family foundations. It's because of the love that we
It's
have for each
pure.
other and what
Yeah.
we can relate to.
And don't be scared to talk and chat in. But I think that too. I feel like we become family because I feel like. Yeah, our people love us back home, but I feel like when we meet people that don't judge us, that love us for us unconditional, like with no conditions at all, they not. I love you even though you gay. I love you even though just love me. Period.
Period.
Love me
Exactly.
with everything that I come
Yes.
with, and if you love me with everything that I come with, I think that's why one reason why I love Jose so much because Jose will. Love you like he your man on the street. He gonna love your dirty draws.
Okay.
Like if he love your dirty draws,
treat
like,
all
you
of
know
his
that
friends
you
like his boyfriend.
Yes, and it's just like I feel like that's the kind of friendship
Unconditional
that I want. Unconditional love. I don't
Yeah.
want love with conditions.
Yes.
And it's just like, of course, again, we love our families. I love my family. I love the people that I call family. But sometimes they may say something, and y'all may say things that may offend each other, or we may say things that offend each other. But they may say something that's just like totally out of pocket or over the
Right.
board. It's just like, oh, I know my friends, or I know my brother or my sister wouldn't have said
Right.
this.
Exactly.
Right.
Or I know they wouldn't have thought this about me because you feel like I'm acting this way because I live here. No, my friends know that this is who I am.
Exactly.
And because y'all, they see me all the time,
Exactly.
they know this is me, but y'all don't know this is me
Right.
because y'all don't.
True.
Y'all not that invested into me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they haven't. No, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go
but they
ahead.
haven't. Since you left home, you have evolved into something.
Yeah.
Who you are.
Who I am, yeah.
And they don't know
who that
who
other
that is.
person
They only
is.
see it on social media, or they get that little glimpse when you go home every now and then. But this is your everyday life. Is what
Right.
we see. And
Right.
what we
Yeah.
get to know you is.
So, in one word, Mom, what do you feel describes
friend
this friend
group.
group?
to piggyback off of what Knubian said, and I didn't want him to say the word, but I would say family because, like I said, when I moved out here in 2013 when I went to school. So, and I moved out here by myself. So it's like, I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends. Well, I do have a decent amount of friends, but genuine people.
Yeah.
Because people just latch on to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like this is
Latch on to people. That bitch be bumping everywhere. Right.
Look, I told everybody last night. I said, he said, so what you keep looking back for? I said to make sure I'm behind me because he will walk off.
Thank you.
I said I'm not dealing with that tonight. He will walk off.
Baby,
Listen,
But go ahead.
I latch on to people when people latch on to me first.
Hello.
But I say like this group, and like what Knubian said earlier, the trip, and because we already was close prior to the trip, and what made it so dope is Medea was not even near.
I wasn't around.
Medea was not there.
I was not even around.
So it was just like we was
really bonded.
Yeah, we was really able to, and I think that's probably what we needed to, because after that everybody really like locked in.
I'm so mad.
And it's like, I say family because we all have our own lives. We all have different friends, but like I feel like this group is like so solid, and we there to support each other. When we got Knubian got a performance, Troy got this, Cobei got this, birthday parties.
We don't miss birthdays.
You know, and then we have those deep conversations where we share things with each other and stuff too in confidence, and we know that it's gonna stay between us and things like that. Yeah, I love that.
And that's the one thing about me. I'm not gonna miss a birthday. Like, even to my friend right here, Jamar, and the camera guy in the back, he literally like, I probably ain't seen him in a month of Sundays, but when his birthday came around and he texted me and said his birthday was coming, I was at the birthday function. Like, I'm going to make a birthday. Like, I don't care if I don't make nothing else, I'm going to make the birthday. But yes, Mo, I definitely feel like, like you said, you and Knubian said family. So I'm going to go to the next question. And I'm going to ask Jose this, and I will then answer it myself. But who is I ask each one of these. Who is the heart of the group, Jose?
Me, hello.
Yes, of course. Yes, you are the heart of the group. And who is the messy one, Knubian?
The messy one?
Who come with all the gay shoes?
Don't play with me, Knubian.
I want to say the messy one of the group. I don't know. I feel like we all can be a little messy, but I feel like when the mess is being brought to the group, it's either coming from Troy or coming from Caleb.
Shit. Okay.
It's coming from Troy.
I take that because I was gonna say Caleb too. I was gonna say Caleb too. Okay, Mom, who's the peacemaker?
The peacemaker.
For me, at least. No, you don't think so?
I say Troy is the peacemaker.
You know what?
You're right. You are.
Especially this one. Like, I be having to talk to
He's the mess and the peacemaker. Like, he bring the mess and he bring the peace.
Let's make the mess. Let's make peace with the mess.
Let's
We
make
do
peace
not
with the mess.
want to be mess. Okay? And then the last one, who's the one that disappears when they got a boo? When they get a boo?
When they get a boo?
When they get a boo.
Caleb.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb, girl. You in hot waters, girl. Yes, girl. I wish she was here already, so she could. So you gotta hear. She would have been right standing up. Okay. So, what is a core memory? Well, we don't even have to ask this question because we already said Daytona is like literally the core memory that started the group to really solidify like this friendship. So I'm gonna say, what's the biggest disagreement or fight that you feel like we've ever had, and how did we come back from it? It don't have to it don't have to be all of us.
Detail.
It could be one person individual. But what do you feel like?
I feel like the
Knubian rocking back and forth.
The biggest motherfucking disagreement we had was we was beefing at that wedding, and we was outside the people's house.
Oh yeah.
About to drive the SUV through the motherfucking front door.
And I had to stay in the bag. I'm making sure y'all go.
Baby, I'm about to cuss Troy out because Troy don't even want to get in the car. He with the other family. And
No,
then
girl, I was trying to make sure everybody was
she was trying to be the peacemaker.
together.
I'm like, Troy, get your ass in the car, bitch.
That's
You
what Troy was
can't.
being peacemaker.
Yes, I'm like, no. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna find my way. I just want to make sure y'all
Yeah.
good. Y'all get your ass on down the street,
Yeah.
and baby, I'm gonna get back to where I gotta get
We was
to.
finna tear that way up.
Okay.
But how
Just
did-
like,
And how do you feel like we overcame that? Like,
I feel like
weekend.
we talked about it the
'Cause we
next
have
day.
cools.
Yes,
We
we
have
do have
cools.
cools.
Yes.
We'll
We
take
did.
some shit up, but we do have some.
We
cool.
did.
We do.
We
Not no
did.
ghetto ass
So we
bitch
did.
ass
I feel
bitch
like
ass.
we
So
I feel like we have enough level-headed individuals in the group so
Yeah.
that we could break it down. Like,
Yeah.
Remember, I did bring
We're
it
not
up
gonna
at
hate.
the potato.
we did. We was
Spot.
at the potato spot when
Yeah.
potato spot?
Remember we went to the
We had
to
the
the
shrimp.
Oh
to the little
yeah,
potatoes.
we did. We did go to the
Like the sleeping potato or
Who
something
you was
like
at? Who you went at it with?
Remember,
No,
remember
we
he brought
had
it
a
up to the
discussion.
table.
Like, I
Oh
brought it
yeah,
up,
we
I said,
did. We did talk
You
about
know,
it.
I'm always like,
We did.
y'all, I
He was
got
trying
a
to
dress.
send he was trying to
I
send
got
the
a
girls.
dress, yeah.
He was trying to send the girls
Always
the
addressing.
AA and all type of stuff at the table.
You know what? You know what?
Oh my
That's
God.
That's another thing that I do like too, like within our friend group when we do have, because
Don't talk about that, Mom, because that's a question. So
Okay.
don't even say that. 'Cause that's something that's gonna go into, and we don't gotta stay on the
Nubians are
topic.
idiots.
But I want to get into that a little bit later.
Let me give me another.
Now, I think this last question is gonna be. Well, I got two last questions. If one of us is giving a TED talk about friendship, who would it be, and what would the title be?
It would definitely be you.
Yeah, you did it.
And the topic or the title?
No,
The title. What will be the title of our TED talk? The room
That's a
chat.
good question.
The real it girl.
Yeah.
The It Girls.
The it girl.
So if anyone
Yeah.
doesn't know,
Yeah.
Troy came up with this, but our group chat is
the real it girls.
It was, at first, it was something else, but then.
it was definitely. But what was it before?
it was
Where
the
the niggas
girls,
at?
right?
No,
Oh, no, it was where we going,
The
what we
girls.
Yeah, where we going? Where we going?
what we doing. That was the first one.
Okay.
Then we
And then
added
it
some
was,
people in.
then it was like the It Girls.
The It
It was
Girls.
the real
The
It
real
Girls.
It Girls.
Because
Capital
once we
letter.
got the other girl,
I was told I might have been the fake,
don't talk
fake one.
about it. Because if we get there and we go there,
Baby,
I'm gonna go there.
They had done.
And I'ma say the
threw
name.
the girls off the ledge.
Ciao.
Listen.
Anyway,
We love y'all though.
we love y'all though.
Love.
No shade. And then the
Mone
last
say love.
question, love.
She kept her love.
The me gay shit. Shout out to Auntie Toad. The me gay.
Anyway, so the last question is about being inside our friend group.
Yes.
What do you feel keeps our circle tight? Like, and why is that important?
It's been years. And I honestly just feel like it's because, and this is so crazy, y'all. I was literally just telling Knubian, y'all might be like, oh, you know, Cobei is like the anchor of this group and all that stuff. Y'all don't understand. The reason why I have so much loyalty and so much love for y'all, because it's like, I truly feel like y'all are my family. So like, everything is so genuine and pure. It's just, it's really like something that I don't even see ending. You know how you always see people and be like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
bitch gonna be in my life for about 2 years. She a cool asshole. We go out, we drink. No, it's just not that.
Right.
So I really know that like this friendship is something that is so it's so
Solidified.
weird, because I feel like it was like brought by the universe. Because I know y'all be like,
Yeah.
oh, I met you and I met you and I met you, but the fact that we all came together. Let's be very clear. People bring a lot of different gays together. They do not click.
They do not click.
Right.
It is
And
not
they be
happening.
trying to force it just for an aesthetic.
Yeah,
look.
bitches always fall out. Right. And let's actually talk about the aesthetic. A lot of hoes look good in their friendship groups.
you.
Bitches don't like each other. Them bitches don't fuck with each other.
They be
bitches talk
jealous
behind
of
each
each
other
other.
back. And especially competition. We don't got that. And I want everybody to know that. We don't have that. That would never be something that's even possible. So that's just why I feel like,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
We do have our like shit. Everybody got their shit.
Everybody got
But I
their
just feel like we just more upfront and more genuine about it. Like, bitch, if we got a problem, we gonna bring it to the table.
We gonna
Like,
talk
It's
about
coming
it.
to the table
Yeah.
immediately.
No,
Immediately.
It's like-
we not going
And let me tell y'all, I be trying to tell like my other friends and people that like I hang with outside this friend group, and people that be trying to be close to me or new friends. I be like, it's so hard for me to foster those new friendships because I already have solid
Childhood
core
friend.
friends, and it's just like
Exactly.
I already, y'all know me. I don't like going out often. I don't like really be. I'd rather be in the house, whether if it's my man is home, or if he's not home. Like I would rather be
It's your
at home.
homebody.
But it's just like it's like having all these other friends. Everybody calling you every other day. Like let's go do this, let's go do that, and you're trying to fulfill those duties. But I strongly just be trying to like find that time because just like child, I just went out with my friends on Saturday, and then y'all talking about going here on Sunday. And I'm just like, then what if my friends call me and say they want to go this place on Sunday? Now 9 times 10, I'm gonna go with them. Whatever. My social battery, right? It gets to going down. But so it's hard for me to. And I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I'm trying to work on as a friend to like.
You just need to get a little Knubian
Yeah,
images.
I don't know how
just
to
tap me,
do it.
sister. Sprinkle some water on me.
I be here, there, everywhere, baby.
For real.
Outside with the vibes.
What was the initial question? Because I don't forget. Oh,
Why is it important to keep the circle tight?
why is it important? Oh, you said why is it important?
Like how do we keep our circle so tight, and why is it
I
important?
think we keep it tight because of the bond and the time
Definitely the bond.
and the initiative that we kind of take to even try to get to know each other even
Yes.
more. Even when we do like things at the house
Exactly.
and shit, like
Yeah.
that's bonding moments where we have different types of conversations and shit and really like dig in and get in each other business a little bit.
I need more of that.
Yes.
More of that.
We
Yeah.
need more of that.
We do need
Yeah.
more of that.
Yeah.
Like, we used
But we
Dinners.
really did calm down a lot because we used to go out all the time, all the time. And then once we
Sunday,
start,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I think that's what kind of keep us together.
Yeah.
Knowing that this is my bitch, like
Yeah.
and then
And I think it's still progress. We still learning each other.
Yeah.
We are.
and going
Yeah.
through life experiences.
Yeah,
too,
and
so.
we're all getting older. We're all like finding like you said, who we are as people.
Exactly.
And I think that's a part of a relationship and part of like just being friends in general. Like you have to be willing to grow with people. You have to
Right.
be willing to accept people for the changes they're making. You can't be like, oh bitch, you think you bougie because you do this now. You did it at night. No, bitch, I've just grown into another era of my life, and I feel like you can still be with me in the era of
Right.
this life.
Just
so,
respect
just respect.
Okay.
Where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ready to have a little fun?
Yeah.
Let's have a little fun.
So
real
what's
quick.
going on? What we
So,
wanna do?
the next questions are the little fun and the little shady side of us. But the first question is going to be, who has the worst taste in men and why?
Who has the worst
I'm going to say
taste?
Jose, but anyway.
Damn. Look. But it's like, wow.
I'm saying Jose. Who y'all say got to work?
The worst taste.
I would say
I'm not gonna say you for sure.
I'm gonna say
Either you.
I do have some bad taste in men sometimes. No
Ooh,
shade.
it's hard.
I don't really think Mone.
I'm gonna say Keys.
I was
You
going to say
gonna say
Keys
Keys?
too.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Keys.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
Keys.
say nobody. I don't know.
I'm gonna say not really bad, but
Bad taste, but like, I feel like
I just feel like Keys just be all over the motherfucker.
yes, Keys do. Like he's
Okay, now, not too much on my piece now.
Cause
Period.
my girl to be with my girl to have her man, and then once she have her man, bitch, and then something happen, girl, my girl be back outside.
She back outside with another one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Like,
Exactly.
she's
That's what
not-
I'm saying.
she don't
That's what
play no
I'm
games.
like. I'm like not bad taste, but just having it.
It was
all,
bad
maybe.
taste.
Maybe he's just like out here just. Because Keith was on the blogs, Keith in the group.
We just got
Bad taste. I don't really know.
Oh my god. And let's be clear, I don't have bad taste in men because I don't main these niggas.
Oh.
Let's start there.
Child,
He
who
just-
you think mom got bad taste?
He just got 32 flavors.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm trying to think.
It's booty.
Bitch always got
I would tell
another.
y'all, I got bad taste in men. I feel like I may have gotten it right this time.
I don't think you
but
have.
a few
Well, maybe a few.
times before, I thought it was gonna be something and it wasn't, and then I effed around and found out. I fucked around and
That's that.
found
You
out.
just lived your life, and you didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't think
I think
nobody
we-
has
I
bad
think we
taste in
all
men.
probably have had that happen before.
Yeah,
true.
You're right.
Yeah, I would say I don't think
Okay.
nobody has bad taste.
But
in
I
men.
feel like the men that I've known you to be with were maybe except for one.
Definitely one of them.
Maybe one.
Yeah, maybe one of them.
But the ones I've known, especially my freshman brother, I love him, but, you know. And I love your current one too.
we don't love nobody. We don't
I'm
love
like, who
nobody.
your freshman brother?
You know, my freshman
Right.
brother.
We gonna leave that
bitch.
with. We gonna leave that with it. Anyway, so
I don't know
Who
what
is
you're
most
talking about.
likely to go ghost in a group chat for days?
Caleb.
Let's be careful.
Because it's true.
And motherfucking Sable, because she ain't never in the group chat.
Sable,
child.
we gonna need you to make an appearance.
Girl, because
Child,
Sable was down there in
Sable.
Lindbergh that time.
Sable girl,
What
we
happened?
ain't gonna call you out, girl.
We ain't gonna read you
We
today.
gonna read you today, but
We'll talk
girl,
about that off
we trying
camera.
to keep you as the only girl in the group, girl. But you're running, so your cup is running low. Your cup is running low.
It's thin?
What
are you
it's
talking about?
thin.
You don't even know.
You need to get back in the state.
But we got you.
What's the funniest or pettiest argument that one of y'all have had in the group with somebody? Because I don't really argue
The
with.
pettiest
I ain't
or
never argued with
funniest?
none of the girls. I don't feel like,
Argument?
except for one.
Who? Who y'all can do it? Oh, anyways.
Argument? I don't really think we never really
I don't
had
think
no
we really
arguments for
argue.
real.
Well, I do know my pettiest one. And I just say with a person that I still love, but he's not in the group chat right now. It was over a charger. But it's just how you say things. It's not really how you like, you know, it's not like, oh, you can, it's a, and give me my motherfucking charger. You know, a lot of people, they have like these mindsets of I'm that bitch. And
So
it's
with
just
that friend, do you think that you and that friend can work out something in the long run, or what's the tease?
I think I'll always have a lot of love for this person. They're young, they're learning. I would never say no. I will be honest with you. I would never say no because genuinely, I think he's a good person. It's just that, again, he's learning because he is and was the youngest of everyone. But we're gonna let the universe tell.
Okay. So, can y'all build a friendship with someone you've messed around with before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And should you continue your friendship if you're in a relationship with that? If you get in a relationship, should you continue your friendship with a person that you feel like you've messed around with before?
I feel like
Yeah.
you
I
should
feel
be
like-
able to. If y'all homeboys, then yeah. Bitch,
Yeah.
as long as y'all ain't friends with benefits, y'all just friends, then it shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a. Yeah, I don't think it should be a problem.
I got a
Now,
few.
bitch, if y'all was just
Exactly.
fucking with each other 2 years ago, bitch, you tell
Yeah.
No.
absolutely not, bitch.
Okay.
Don't bring
Things
that
has
bitch
been
around.
years and years ago because let's be very clear.
No, for real. Because
I
I
know.
mean, you got to be completely honest. Like a lot of friendships do
In the gay community,
start
off as what?
start off as that some type of
attraction. Hello.
Like, so it's like, oh, bitch,
Right.
who this bitch is? And
Right.
then you find out, like, oh, that's just my sister. You know?
Right.
Type shit. Like,
Hey, sis.
but I think
There
that's
we
how
go.
a lot of the friendships start off
Yes.
initially.
Yeah.
A lot does start off that way.
For sure. For sure.
Because a lot of people really know that when you are usually a friendship group, you can't say like you look at a person and don't be like, oh, he look good. He might fit in this. You know, we talk about additions to the friendship group and they be
Right.
like, I like this person, y'all. He cute and da da da. And it's just like he fits. But
Yes.
And baby,
And
the-
then, bitch, Kayla gonna
the
be
security
like,
at the front door ain't having it.
that's
Caleb
the
be like, bitch,
Kayla be like,
you can't come in.
it's not happening. So, bitch,
yeah.
my girl do not be having
I don't
it.
know
You
who
gotta,
it is.
you gotta go through that bitch to get through anybody.
Exactly.
Look who just walked in.
And speaking of the motherfucker,
Look at the motherfucker. But so the next question is gonna be, who is likely to leave the club early?
Caleb.
I mean, I would say Caleb, but
No. Let me see.
I don't know none of us.
Me?
Troy.
Troy.
No, I see Troy.
Troy, yeah.
No, Caleb will stay a little bit longer.
She'll stay a little longer, but
stay,
then sometimes
but
you
you
gonna
gonna go.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Troy don't be out all the time, and then Caleb
Troy gotta go feed coffee.
Caleb said, "I gotta move.
I gotta go.
I gotta move around. I gotta
So
go.
I'm gonna be
She
here.
gotta go do what she gotta do.
Right.
Listen,
Troy gotta go take care of his dog.
The rest of y'all
Yeah.
gonna stay
Hello.
to the
bitch,
club.
I'm gonna
Like,
be
come
there
on.
with the cleanup crew.
Okay, I was just about to say, who's the one to keep the party going? Mone, Nubian, and
Mone,
Nubian and
baby.
Mone. They gonna keep the motherfucking
Baby,
party.
we going to the
Okay.
after hours.
The
Okay.
after hours.
Don't know how to go
okay?
home.
Now,
And Waffle House.
Now, what's an inside joke that y'all feel like only people, like only us will get?
We're not.
Like, What's something that
Migations.
The Miguel.
yes, the Miguel, the Miguel,
The Philoids, the Philoids, the me ankles.
Shut up. Yeah, it's like that's really what it be.
They be
bitch.
like, what is that? I mean, you know, we gonna give the shout out to Auntie Toe.
Yeah,
Auntie Toe,
shout out.
got that Duval County. You know,
Yeah.
But we carry that. We carry the motherfucking bone.
We carry the bone.
We carry the bone.
Miguel,
Like,
this girl.
they be like, what is the Miguel? Like, people be like, what is that? And not all my friend groups.
The Miguel, no, girl, we gonna leave the Miguel in the house, okay?
Yeah.
And okay, my last question on that, I'm gonna say, why is it? And this is what I was gonna say earlier with Mom. Why is it important to hold like your friendship or your friends accountable in a friendship? Like, and what do you feel like the ways are that we do that?
I think that it's important. It's important because I just can't fuck like just being adult now too. Like even in my younger days, like I feel like you gotta be able to check your friends, your people, and then be okay if they check you. Because like, bitch, you're not always right.
Exactly.
So it's like I feel like a way that we do, like we will fucking put that shit on the table immediately.
Mexico.
Bitch. Hello.
Okay. Down.
Pay
It's
up.
no like we not coming back. We not about to come back and talk shit about each other. We about to lay that shit
Yes.
out. Like, you know.
Right then.
and
Yeah, that night Caleb and Jose was in the house and Caleb said, sister, I'm just let you know. I forgot what was it about? You said something in the chat. And he was like, I just want you to know what you said made me feel away because you gonna put going to the club or a station over my fucking birthday.
Oh yeah, he was not playing with me at
Y'all started
all.
going back and forth, and everybody listening. That's still mind their business. Or we listen to y'all, then we chimed in a little bit, but it was just like,
But when he did that, and I had brought Caleb, I said,
Yeah.
Caleb, I would never want you to feel that way. That's not the case. We talked about it, and I
Y'all
was just like,
hugged,
listen.
and we went right on
because
back to
y'all know I'm
drinking.
not a texter anyways, too. So I know
Yeah.
text is always taken out of context. That's why I call you hoes. Be like, call.
Because we know your mouth.
It's important to like. It's like, bitch, you wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta be
You
able
have
to tell
to.
the bitch when they wrong. Like,
Yeah.
no, bitch, you wrong. Like, and we just had one of these a couple weeks ago, right?
What?
In the club, this bitch left the club early, mad,
Oh yeah,
drunk. She gonna call me the next day talking about, hey sister,
I did. Y'all
you
didn't
was
know I
mad
called
at
him.
me. You mad at me?
Because I
no,
woke up and
I'm
I said,
mad
well,
at
I don't really remember.
He said, I just remember your face. I just keep seeing your
Yeah,
face
his
in my
face be
head.
so crazy,
You know,
like-
my face be like, bitch.
Right.
I said, sister, you was mad because I tried to check you. I said, yeah. I said, you can't ask. Look, my name ain't Nike. You can't check me, and there's no questions you could give me. And I was like, friend, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'm fuck with that whole shit to move. Like, and he was just like, yeah, you just can't. He was like, I'm leaving, and I was like, bitch, I was drunk. Don't be like
bitch.
that.
And then I called the bitch when I got in the car to leave. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah,
you do that.
just having that open,
yes.
that I think we have that relationship too.
Yeah.
And nobody really feels away. Like, if you like, bitch, like,
Yeah.
what you did. Like,
We talk about the next day. Yeah.
We talk about the next day.
Yeah.
We don't let that shit dwell unless
At
we don't
all.
fuck with the bitch. If we don't fuck with the bitch, girl,
It is what it is. bitch.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That ass.
But I definitely agree. Anybody else want to say anything about?
I would say that the best friendship is a friendship in a relationship that can hold each other accountable. That you can accept when you're wrong, and you can tell me when I'm wrong.
Right.
And bitch, we can be able to receive it and not be combative and mad about it, because I feel like that's what's gonna help us grow.
Yeah.
Every time this bitch is wrong and he called me like, well, bitch, I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, but Cobei, you wrong. Like you can't do that. And they like, well, you're right. You know, sometimes we got to see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, because that bitch that night,
everybody-
we had a conversation a couple weeks ago, and that bitch was in the
what
house the night when I came over, and you was talking about
Who? Or what would they look like?
when you was talking about
you know, he got a.
A person I'm with or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we was talking about that, and I was just
Yeah.
like, and I let him ramble the whole time, and I was like, look, bitch, die.
Exactly.
And I ain't letting you do that, and I ain't letting you go out like that. Like
Yeah, and I
you know,
appreciate
but you, because sometimes you gotta. In the heat of the moment, and I think it's important to let people get what they got to get off their chest.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we can rant,
'Cause
we
he
can
did.
yell, we can do all day, bitch. I'm gonna sit there, and I may shake my head, I may agree with you, but then
I'ma
at
circle
the
back around
end of
and let
agreeing
you
with you,
know.
bitch.
Even before the party, like
Yeah.
when we was talking, and then you was just like, now, Cobei, this is Mone's party.
Yeah.
And I said,
Yeah.
I don't like no bitch.
Yeah, and I'm
If
like,
you fuck with me, don't bring no bitch. I don't fuck with you.
and I'm
I
like,
don't
girl,
care.
at the end of the
He
day,
over there talking about it.
I'm like, well, bitch,
That's not your
that's
party.
not your party. This is
Okay.
my party. So whatever. But it's just those simple conversations, and I feel like that kind of thing in a moment, like, and I feel like even still that night we had a ball. Like we
had an
we
amazing
ain't
time.
let nobody, we ain't let nothing,
Yeah.
no energy, like affect us. But we still had a ball, and I think
Yeah.
even my barber when she was with us, she was like, she literally said the next day, she was like, I love you and your friend group. Like y'all literally just be being y'all. Y'all ain't worried about nobody else. Like y'all was having the time. Like she was just saying the same thing about you. She was like, he was having the time. He's like, he wasn't worried about nothing else.
Motherfucking
And
ball.
The birthday boy.
That's what I like. So I'm loving having this conversation with y'all. But we gonna go into LGBTQ friendships and community, and this is gonna be where we start to close out the question portion. And we'll go into our quick little game. But my first question from this I want to ask is, how do you think being LGBTQ has influenced the way we show up for each other as friends?
I think personally because I got exposed when I was 19, and it was hard just because of the fact that, like, I feel like in black families, bitches act. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. People act like
Be you, boo.
people right. Love y'all, but people act like you are literally the first gay person ever in your family historically from 1902. It just be so like, oh my God, like you don't. It's just a lot. So basically, when I got exposed when I was 19, it just really made me lean on the fact that, like, okay, so all you do have is you. It's a lot when it comes to you being gay in your family because it's taken as such a burden of disappointment. So it's just really big to show up as like LGBTQ family because I know obviously we do try to separate ourselves from the world, which I don't want because it is a lot harder when we do that. But it is like being that we have to always fight for our acceptance and fight for like us being a community and being close. You kind of have to because especially, like I said, I'm only going to talk about black families. Being from Florida, being in a black family, it is just no joke. It is literally like almost leprosy.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, it's stricken. Like, they make it to where, like, you are a black sheep. Just my experience, not trying to be like that.
Yeah.
But it's just so important. And that's why even out of everybody in this group and, like, having y'all as friends, it means so much to me. And, it'd be funny because I'll be, like, sitting here like, bitch, I don't know. I'm a motherfucking bitch. I'll clear the club. I'll take a bullet. I'll da-da-da. Because it really is like that for me. Because it's just, like, it's just crazy being in people you have as your blood. And then everyone else here just being blood over water, water over blood. That don't matter. Like, who you show up for, how they treat you. Like I tell people, give you your flowers while you're living. I want your flowers while you're living. I don't need it when you're dead. Like, don't give my flowers. Actually, I want to be cremated because I don't want.
Girl, yeah, you always say I'm
I don't want no bitch at my funeral. I fuck with these
Toss
hoes.
that bitch in the bin.
But you just toss me, bitch. Toss me in the sewer, actually. Because if you do give me a burial, I want to make sure I'm buried face down. My ass to kiss to these hoes.
But ain't gonna be no ass. It's gonna be powder.
I'm talking about if you bury me, if I have to have a coffin, I want to be face down. Hello. But yeah, like it means a lot because like you have to show up as friends. I just really know that, like, for me personally, we'll just say water and blood is very much 50-50 around here, and that's just that.
Yeah, and just to go off what you just said too, I think like you said, like it's so much in the black community where it make you feel like, because I never forget when I was in like 12th grade, my cousin was like, oh, I heard you at the high school and you gay and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And she was like, and we real close to this day. Like now we are. And I wouldn't say we wasn't close then, but like, it made me feel a way about her, whatever. But she said, oh, we don't got gay people in our family and you won't be accepted.
That's crazy.
That scarred me when I was in like, it was like 11th grade. It was 11th grade and I was just like, from that day, my mindset was, you got to figure out a way to get out of Lake City. Like, however you got to get out of here, you got to get out of here. And so you can go be yourself because I never wanted to be DL. I never wanted to live that life that certain people have to live or that they choose to live because, family or, the not being accepted or whatever case may have you. So, like you said, like I think that I value and how it shaped our like friendships for the LGBTQ is because again it becomes family because like you said, we may have blood, and they always say blood is thicker than water, but sometimes, baby, that water gonna cleanse you better than that blood.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go right on through. It's gonna hydrate you and keep you together. So I feel like you said, like it's really about being able to lean on each other, and that's what I feel like has shaped us because there's so much that happens in our community, and a lot of people look down upon and they talk about and they try to put on just being gay, and it's just like if we didn't have people that are level-headed and people that are like me, that look like me, that walk like me, talk like me, some of us may be more masculine than others, some of us may be more feminine than others, but at the end of the day we still are together as one. And I think that's like really what, to me, I would say is influence the way that we show up for each other.
Absolutely. I would say the same and kind of piggyback off what you said because the reason why I go so hard and I'm so comfortable with being who I am now is because I have so many friends that have came and told me like, bitch, I live through you because I can't go out and do. I can't go out and be like that. I just have to show my feminine side behind closed doors. Like they can't really like live how they want to live because of where they come from and where their family is. But I feel like once you have that confidence and know who you is, like bitch, you have to show up because people, you never know who you're gonna inspire.
Yeah, true. And I feel like I'm at a point now, like I used to go home and just try to be like, tone it down or try not to be like whatever who I am. But hell, I go home and I be me and I may
bitch,
say, girl.
Tone it up, bitch. I'm toning it up from now on out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is like, you have to make them uncomfortable so you can be comfortable. Like,
because I'm not about to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'd rather you be uncomfortable than me be over here like, what's up, bro? Whatever, trying to be whatever, and that's not who I am.
It took me a long time to get away from that, though. Like, it'd be hard, but maybe not.
Yeah. It'd be really hard. Okay. Mone, you got anything you want to say?
I think y'all pretty much said everything that I wanted to say.
So, this next question is, if you could describe our friendship as a pop culture duo or group, and it could be old, new, past, present, what group do you feel like we would be?
Destiny's Child.
I was about to say Destiny's Child too, because bitch, we come through storming every time.
Every fucking time.
Every time.
It's okay. We got a few Beyonces, a few Kellys,
Oh my
and a few.
God.
We got to add the Latoyas.
The Latoyas and the Latoyas. Ain't no Latoyas.
Ain't no Latoyas.
Well, we got to add them in
this
there. Because they still was a part of the history.
They was a part of the history.
And that's
they
what they
still,
gone.
they gave us some bangers.
Yeah, but we're Destiny fulfilled now. We've been through
my
Soldier.
girls
We've
were
been
cute.
through No.
They're still cute.
They're still cute. But we are Destiny fulfilled, chat. We all in with our bald heads sitting on the cover, like leaning on each other. Yes, and just to be a funny one, I would say the Golden Girls because because we are.
You know what? We do read each other down.
We read each other down.
Oh, yeah.
We get to read each other down. This one.
Oh, bitch, please. Your mouth.
We should. We'll talk about it off camera.
Let's do it now.
Do we need to put it on the table?
We read all types of shit.
Because, bitch, I'll take you down.
Nah, that's the problem we have.
We go.
That's the problem.
So, last question. Hey, Caleb, you look so cute back there. If we made a friendship bucket list, what's one thing that has to be on it? I'm going to let everybody go on this. So, Mone, I'm going to start with you.
Bucket list.
A friendship bucket list.
What's the one thing that you feel like we would have to do together?
Okay, we already been out of the country together. We done took a few trips.
It could be going to a certain place. It could be whatever. But what's one thing you feel like should be on our bucket list?
I got one. What you think?
I think we should get a tattoo on our ass.
I
like
I was
that.
okay till we got to the ass part, but I was definitely gonna do the tattoo.
I'm just playing.
This is even the hangover.
That's why I
You
screamed.
ain't even the hangover.
You know you
I
been
think
showing
we can
it.
do.
Is
I
it-
think we can
please?
do. I think we can do a tattoo for real.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
it.
like, I was giving the hangover.
That sounds small.
Yeah,
Okay,
something
when we
small.
I
fucked
ain't
up in a
got-
different
Yeah,
country, bitch.
Thailand, the hangover.
I don't got
we should
no-
go
I
to
think we talked about
we
that.
should
though,
go to
right?
Vegas,
Vegas, exactly.
and do the $10 tattoos.
I ain't got not
They
one
do
tattoo.
it. They do it like
You
for
got
real.
one?
Not one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can
Knubian
get
don't
one.
have
You
one.
can get one in hiding.
Baby,
Were you
real
ever gonna
small.
get a tattoo?
I want to get one for my birthday this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get my,
should-
I'm gonna get my
plan to
belly
trip to
button
Vegas.
periods and I'm gonna get my nose.
Yeah,
I think that'll be
Tattoo.
dope.
Yeah, and
We can
because
do
I
a
know
little
what it's
something low
because
key.
I got
It don't
two
gotta
of
be
them.
big. It can be a little small. Something
I think
that
that'd be
makes
dope.
No,
sense.
I got one when I was in Vegas. My $10. I got a butterfly right here that I got a heart.
I
on my
remember
ankle.
when you
Bitch
went
is
with
giving flossy posse.
Yeah,
Bitch, believe.
Nah, for real. I think that'll be fun.
Flossy posse, bro.
Jose, what's your bucket list?
I know everyone wouldn't want to do this, but I want to skydive.
Yeah, girl, you on your own.
I do want to skydive. I know that's kind of crazy. But
I want
that's-
to skydive too, though.
Yeah.
That's on my personal bucket list.
I feel like, yeah, but I was thinking about like, okay, I know we can do it as a group, but I was thinking about we all hopping out of plane.
Yeah, we can all hop out of plane and hold hands.
And I
like,
was like, skydive.
then let each other go.
Baby,
and
I'm
then-
not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
knew it was gonna
I'm
be
very
like, oh.
scared. I'm very scared
not
to,
doing it.
to,
Yeah.
to do it now.
I got to do that.
But
before I die, bitch.
y'all went in Daytona and did the thing that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, the
high
thing
thing.
upside
Y'all did
down.
that?
Oh yeah, we did that. But that's
Who
like
did that? You
I-
and Keys?
You did it too, Troy.
Well, I did the thing that flipped
Oh,
upside
yeah,
down.
that,
They
like,
did the
me and
slingshot
Keith-
thing, and
yeah.
that was
But
too much for
you
me.
was
Nah, I do the screenshot.
No, baby, I trimmed down.
the whole time, bitch.
I would do like theme parks, but jumping out of a plane and bitch, I don't know if I'm a
Make it
land
down.
safe or not. Baby,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
No, thank you.
I'ma do it.
Girl, Knubian, what's your bucket list? Your one thing on your bucket list.
I got two things. I feel like we should do like a cruise trip.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
down
feel like that'll
for
be
that.
so much fun.
Oh,
like, we
that'll
do
be
like a
so
cruise
crazy.
trip. And I feel like the second thing we need to do is like all get on one track and make a diss record about something.
All the girls.
I said that.
Yes.
I forget who the fuck. I think I was
Only
talking to Keith
musician.
about this.
Yeah,
I said,
the
bitch.
girls.
What think to say?
We was in a group chat and I said, bitch, we need to go.
We need to
Because I
do
think
it.
Keith said we need to go to the studio.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, bitch.
Wait,
my
we
birthday,
did, we
doing
did,
that,
we
bitch.
did say that. We did say that.
Oh,
we gonna do
I'm
it.
bitch.
What
We
other
gonna-
female rappers in it? Because I must have missed it.
I write my own.
We gonna
motherfucking
Oh
track,
my
bitch.
god.
I write my own
Thank you.
motherfucking
We
rap.
gonna go there. I'm gonna give y'all a
Pen the
nasty
paper,
track.
bitch. Oh, okay.
Bring y'all hot 16.
Hello. Being
You
that
better
bitch
say
at
everybody-
five.
The
Yeah,
artists
like-
of the group that want to do that.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
we
We can
gonna
do
do
I think
that.
that'll be
We can
dope.
we
That
can
would be
rock.
cool,
That'd
but
be
Yeah.
gag. Like,
Let's get
I feel
to-
like that'll go
because,
viral.
you know, we
like,
go to
you
the
can viral
penthouse
type
and
shit.
sit at the end of the thing and get it right, bitch. Get a little lick in us and get the fucking right on our track.
Thank you.
Well, my bucket list is being fulfilled right now, I would say, with the podcast. I feel like,
Yes,
again, this is something that we
absolutely.
talked about last year, and now it's in the works, and we're doing it right now. And I just cannot wait for every other part of this to be on and everybody else to be, showcased. Because like our vibe is just everything, and I feel like
Period.
different people, different dynamic. Every go round, like whoever, like bitch. Some nights we may be going somewhere, bitch. I may be looking for mom, but bitch, some nights out of 10, I'm gonna definitely say, bitch, where the fuck is Kayla? Bitch, girl, me and Kayla gonna sit there. Everybody else be having a ball. Me and Kayla gonna be having a ball, but we gonna sit back and we gonna peek. Girl, you
Ready to
bitch,
go. Time to go.
So,
I'm glad that you getting
Time
back
to move
into your
around.
element, though, Troy.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I'm proud of you.
This is so
Absolutely.
dope.
I think
Yeah.
I
I think
said
this
this.
is dope.
We had this conversation. I remember I was at a pool on the rooftop and we was talking on the phone. I was like, "Bitch, it's time for you to get back into your
Yes.
beast mode. Like,
Yes.
bitch, this is your moment.
Yes, bitch,
this
it's
is
so.
your thing."
I think 2025, and I've been saying this, and that's why I've been sending y'all like the scriptures when I go to church. I'm watching church because it's just something that I feel different in me since the beginning of the year, and even since last year. Like after having so much that happened last year when it came to like other friendships and a lot of things that I feel like had me not trusting people or like really making myself reserved because I was scared of like being hurt by other people that I loved again. But I feel like going into 2025, I told myself like, bitch, you know what? I'm not gonna hit you with. I'm not gonna hit you with no
fist.
drama. I'm not gonna hit you with my fist. We're not gonna fight. But you're gonna see me winning.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Like, and I'm gonna win with the people that genuinely
for
want
real.
to see
That's
me
the
win.
biggest
Like,
hit back. That's the biggest
Nah,
that's
for real.
that's the biggest
one,
hurt.
bitch.
Like,
That's the biggest
because what you could have went down and went and did with me, like now you gotta sit back and watch me do it. And I hate that
Love
for
it.
people, but it is what
I
it
love
is.
that for them, though.
I love that
Yeah.
too because
Love
you
it.
make your own
Because
bed.
I feel like when you let go of those people in those things, because I feel like certain things kind of hold you back from what like. Oh my God!
The universe ain't gonna give you it.
It's not gonna give you it until you let that shit go. I learned that shit.
Absolutely, it's very real.
The hard way.
Yeah, it is
very real.
And when I tell you, y'all, when I think I told y'all, I was telling, I may have told one of y'all this, maybe Jose, or maybe Knubian, or I may have told all y'all. But when I went to one of my friends' parties, she's a prophetess, and she basically was just like in the middle of her birthday, and she was like, I gotta tell you something.
I remember you said that.
And she started talking to me, and she started reading me down. But what she said at the end was, if you don't get back to doing the gift that God gave you and you know what it is, and she said, and it's multiple, but it's one that you really should be focusing on, he's gonna give it to somebody else that's close to you, and they're gonna start doing it, and he's gonna bless them the way he was gonna bless you. And if you don't, and he's gonna show you basically what he could have did for you if you would have continued to keep going or being consistent. That's crazy. And the pastor said that when I went to church, like, it was the beginning of this month or the end of January, and he said something similar in a sermon, and I was like, yo, I feel like this really my sign.
I think it was more so along the lines of, if you started it,
if you started, you need to finish it. Yeah, and it was
yeah.
just like, I gotta get back to what I'm doing. That's why, like, I'm back in school, getting my school stuff together, like for daycare and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's so much that I'm just gonna work on this year, because I feel like no stone left unturned, no dollar left behind. Like, we are in some crazy times right now. So it's just like, we gotta do what we gotta do to make sure that we set up for the long run. So,
period.
Well, you know, that was my last question. Anybody else got any other question they want to say before we go into our game? And it's just a quick little game. But I have one last question before we close out. But anybody got anything else they want to say?
I want to say that I'm proud of everybody in the group.
Yeah.
I'm proud of everybody's accomplishments, big or small. I'm proud that everybody is able to, like, hold themselves together. Everybody is growing. Even when you don't see it, because we don't always talk about everything. Yeah. But I feel like just the little things, like stuff that we probably don't even recognize, like even with like Keith getting a new job and stuff, like just little small things. Yeah, like we all are always try to grow, try to keep.
There's some grinders. We grind.
Baby, one thing about it, we outside.
We literally work. We
outside. We don't pay money, but we take care of our shit.
I know people probably be like, they always do what they do, but guess what? We work hard. Like, just because what you don't see in front of, like, in your face, like a lot of us are not on social media and active as others, and you may feel like, oh, all they do is go out, but we show y'all what we want y'all to see.
I know a bitch stay saying I'm always outside.
But bitch, you always stay booked.
You always stay booked.
Bitches ain't see me at that motherfucking desk for 8 hours at home.
At home working. Bitch, they don't see my girls out here serving. They don't see my girls clocking in. Okay, this bitch running around, making his sales. Like, bitch, they don't get to see that. So yeah, I'm definitely proud of everybody too, and I'm again glad that I have y'all as friends, because again, it motivates me. Like, it makes me want to keep my best foot forward and, like, stepping my pussy up. Like, girl, when my girl dropped her AMG Benz, and then she went and got a motherfucking another one. It was like, okay, let me put on my gym shoes and then my run. Like, let me keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, but bitch, even with Mone, like everybody has their own hustle. Like, bitch, Mone go to work and then he go to his, he go bartend and do, like, bitch, I don't see how, bitch, I'm always fighting for a damn salary, because bitch, I don't see how I'm a hustler, bitch, I'm a hustler in the negotiation room. Like, girl, can you give me this? How much extra can you add on that? Can you add an extra 2.5? Okay, girl, what can you give me? Because baby, I do not even want to. I bitch, we rather want to go to damn real work. Talking about going somewhere else after that. No, ma'am. But we gonna do our little game real quick, and this is just something quick and funny. We can key about it. We can key on whoever. But the game is called Friendship Goals or Friendships No. And I'm going to. I have 5 different friendships that I've listed, and you tell me, is it a friendship goal or is it a friendship no? And if you tell me it's a friendship no, tell me why. Okay. The first one is gonna be Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods. Is it a friendship goal or a friendship no?
Friendship no.
No.
Why you say no, Knubian?
I just feel like it gave force. It gave media for me. Like, I don't know the depth of their friendship, but I just feel like all the social media shit that it caused, like, it was just when
they fell out.
Yeah, it was just too much for me. But I just feel like it had to be something serious for y'all to not but I
Attempt
really
to
address-
kind of
yeah, I just feel like it was just so many questions left.
And then they pop back out on social media together out of nowhere, and then it's just
Yeah.
like, oh girl, when
Like,
y'all
we don't
came
give a
back,
fuck
you know,
about
that.
you know, it's dead and done at this
Yeah,
point.
it's just-
Beyonce and Kelly Rowland.
Friendship goals.
friendship goes because I feel like they're so
Black.
close. It's family. Like you know,
Yes.
like your mama best friend, and you call her auntie.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Yes, that's
like just
exactly what it
family.
is.
Like
Yeah.
you know, and you can tell. You can tell.
And for me, it's like they have been through so much to where the media and the fans have tried to turn them against each other.
Yeah.
And like
Fuck
some
that.
other group, some other groups, the females especially, they fall out. And bitch, the love is never the same, but they have always been graceful through even at this age. Like, bitch, they show each other so much love.
Like when
So-
when Kelly and Beyonce was on the stage at Kamala thing, and when Beyonce was walking off, and then she reached back and grabbed her hand.
Exactly.
I said, "Bitch, that's me and my girls. We in the
when
club.
she-
We going somewhere.
Look, we're gonna walk the
Let me make sure
same.
somebody behind me. Let me make sure
And
that she with me."
And Beyonce being who she is, when it was time for them to hug Kamala, Beyonce
still-
pushed Kelly.
Kelly,
first.
yeah,
To
go
get the
ahead.
hug. Like, I don't want to get the hug first.
Yeah.
I don't want to make be the attention.
Yeah, I don't want
Right.
to be.
Bitch,
I love
that's
that.
just love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unconditional
That's
love.
real
So,
love.
That's selfless.
Des Dior and Jada Waiter.
Love it.
Friendship
I do love
goals. I think new school goals, I guess.
Love
I
it.
say new school goals because I
Yeah.
kind of like knew them back when they was in high school, like on social media and shit. So they've
Yeah.
been friends,
Been
for
friends.
years and years and years
Before the money.
And like even it, like you can kind of tell when shit is like genuine
Right.
and long standing.
Right.
And me seeing them when they was like younger, because I was in high school too, but seeing that and then seeing how, because even if they go through shit like
Right.
all friends do, you don't
Yeah.
you don't see
You
that
would
shit
never
on
know.
the internet. You
Yeah.
would never
No.
know.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit. Like that's how it need to be.
Yeah.
Like,
love
They
them. Like,
have
should we go
grown.
through?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have grown.
And
They've
even
grown
watching their
together.
show, like they always say, like, "Bitch, yeah, we be having fallouts, we be doing that, but you'll never know because
Yeah,
we
they'll
put it
never
on
know.
social media. We ain't doing da.
Yeah,
Like
fuck that.
we ain't doing it on the TV show. Like
They locked in.
They done been through too much.
Yeah, they've been through too much
on
together.
social media. So
yeah,
I like them.
Ari and Tay.
Mid. I feel like
I would
I'm in
say-
between.
friendship, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say friendship no too.
Yeah.
And the
I'm in
reason
between
I'm
it.
gonna say friendship no for them is only because I feel like
They were friends, before. all of this.
they're best friends. Like they've been best friends. Like yes, and people go through whatever, but I think a lot of their stuff did go to the media. It did get on social
Yeah,
media
too much.
And Ari is a Cancer. She is my birthday twin, but and we can jump out of pocket sometimes because of our feelings and just do things and post stuff. But I feel like they've done a lot of back and forth, and even on being on TV, like she's checking him about certain things, and it's just like, girl, yeah, I know we can talk about this, but bitch, I ain't gonna put the girls too deep into the teas.
I
Or,
just feel like
whatever.
she got too many gay close like male friends.
Male friends. Mm-hmm.
Like, well, and it's not a problem, but I just feel like there's not really like a because most females have like a solid gay best friend.
Yeah.
But I feel like she had like even now she hangs out with like Shane Justin a lot. But before then it was Tucson.
And then her and Tucson got into it.
And they got into it. So it's just like I just based on all of that, I would say
friendship now.
I feel like when it comes to it, like Ari and Tay, because they knew each other for a long time, from Chicago, all that. I don't know. I like it. When you get stuff, y'all know I'm not big into social media and stuff, so I feel like it might change the trajectory of where everybody feel like, obviously what they are as friends. But
Yeah.
I feel like because they knew each other for so long, I do like it. But I also like Ari attitude.
Yeah.
I like that type of attitude. So it's kind of like it's really two different because she just really give like I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
And Tay is so
And she-
reserved.
yeah.
So it's just like,
But-
it might look like, oh, she doing a lot or da-da-da, but there's just two different.
When you look at
Personalities.
me and
Yeah.
James, because James is a Cancer.
Yeah,
and, I'm a
like-
Cancer and James a Pisces. Like
Yeah.
when you around James is very chill, laid back. He may turn up whatever, but then he gonna go back in. Bitch, I'm matching everybody else's energy.
Okay.
Girl. We outside, we have
Yes.
to
Thank
go.
you.
You know. The last group I'm gonna say, and I had to do somebody that was LGBTQ and black. Raymonte, Malik, and Dre. Friendship goals or friendship no?
I
I'm in
don't-
between as well.
I don't really. I know who Raymonte is. I haven't really gotten into their friendship. The people they be saying, "Yeah, that's Malik." They be Raymonte. Like Raymonte. I haven't really gotten into they friendship, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's like a close knit friendship.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad. I wouldn't say no. I would be in between because I don't really know.
Well, but I would say before all the stuff that they've been saying happened recently with Malik and
Word.
Dre Brown, you know, because you know they don't follow each other on Instagram.
They're not
And
friends no more?
I don't. From
Or
my
they-
understanding,
or they-
I don't think they're friends
yeah,
right
they-
now.
they fuck- yeah.
They're going through some hardships and hard times. But like before, like I would say this friendship goes because I feel like they were 3 young black gay boys. They're all under like, I think they're all like maybe 25, 26, somewhere in there, if that.
Or younger,
And,
yeah.
or younger. And, you know, they
Moving around.
they doing their
Getting
business
deals
together.
and
They getting
shit.
deals. Yes. Like, and that.
Yeah.
And that's what I look like for my friends. Like I want like whoever pops or whoever goes, whatever. Like everybody don't want to be a star. Everybody don't want to be a celebrity. Everybody don't be whatever. But you know, I feel like when we do get to a certain level, like the other day when I said, "Oh, we rich in the group," and he's talking about some girl and put the eyes in it. I'm like, girl, I'm just practicing for when my mama. I'm just practicing for my mama. Yeah, when my mama hit the lottery, girl. Because baby girl, as soon as she do, and I know she gonna send me my coins, girl. I'm
We
gonna
up.
say
It's
everybody
up,
quit your job. We just gonna give y'all we gonna give y'all investment.
Yeah.
Invest in something, bitch, and make that money
Okay.
swirl. Because girl, that's all I got for you.
Double up.
Triple up, double up.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I would say friendship goals. Well,
Go
ahead.
hold on, because I really feel like when it comes to it, the only reason why I was in between is because I was just like you. Like I love the young dynamic of everybody in that group. I do like how I feel like Dre. I actually thought Dre and Malik was the most compatible, just because they're the most like reserved.
I think they were together at some point, but hey,
I don't think that, but
that's
you know, obviously, Raymonte, he probably like a little more outspoken and stuff. I was just in between because I was like, it was a lot meshing that group together to me because it was just kind of like, okay, there's so many like them two, but then it's a different
It's
big personality. So that's why I was on like in between. But honestly, I wanted it all to work, even with the Chanel thing. They did, we got our Chanel bag.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I'm just, we'll see.
And you know, you about to say the word dynamic,
I gotta get into
and
it.
that is when they said when I asked earlier what the word of the group would be for which I would describe the group as, I was gonna say
said
dynamic
dynamic.
because we have so many different
It's all
personalities,
different.
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
all mesh well with every different personality. Sometimes we may be annoyed with whatever, but all the personalities work, and I think it's just dynamic. Like, bitch, we're explosive. Like, we walk into the room like, bitch, you know it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Thank you.
Well, before we get ready to end
We ain't ending
this
this shit,
episode,
bitch. We going for another hour.
bitch, girl, you got the coins, bitch. Girl,
I'm the reporter.
Send the coins, girl.
Exactly.
Because
But
it's the wine cooler.
it's the wine coolers. Yeah, the wine coolers is eating.
Feeling good, looking
But we got
Looking great.
Hello.
Feeling great too.
feeling great too. Yeah, looking great, feeling great too.
This bitch.
But this
With
last
the
question
tongue
I
out.
want to ask, and I'm gonna let everybody, give just something on it. But the last question I want to ask is, why is friendship important to you, like specifically? And I'll go first, and then I'll let Mone close out. So we're gonna go this way. But I'll go first. But friendship is important to me because I think that sometimes when you don't have, like me being the only child, I don't have like brothers and sisters, and I don't have people that I feel like when my mom and my parents do depart this earth, that they go before me, I'm gonna be here in this world all alone. So for me, the reason I take friendship so important in a way, I feel like it gives me separation anxiety when I have to let people go, because y'all are my brothers and my sisters and my friends. Like, and I feel like when it gets to a point where I call you sister or I call you brother or whatever the case may have you, I'm at that level with you. And I feel like when I'm having to start over and let friendships go, then it's like, damn, I lost a brother. Like, and sometimes letting friendships go can feel like death, honestly. Because sometimes it's certain friendships you just don't go back to.
Exactly.
You don't try to mend. You don't whatever. So for me, that's why it's important to me, because again, like you said earlier, sometimes I just felt like I didn't have nobody. And I used to be in college, and I never forget when I met my first friend, which was Devon, my best friend, and he literally was like a brother to me. Like, I could tell him anything, talk to him about whatever. And I never forget one day he was friends with my ex and me at the same time, and something happened between us, and we got into it. Me and my ex, and Devon, I wasn't talking to Devon for like a day or two because I'm thinking, okay, well, that's your friend. You was with his friend first. And Devron came to the dorm room and he checked me because we was roommates. And he checked me. He said, bitch, I told you that I was your friend. So if I tell you I'm your friend, you ain't got to question me about being your friend. I don't care if your boyfriend is my friend. You're my friend too. So, bitch, when I tell you that, don't question me again. And ever since that day, I have not questioned Devron. And that's been the longest gay friendship that I've had because I haven't had to question him since that day. I haven't had to question him about anything. So that's why friendships are important to me because sometimes you just feel alone. But then when you find those people that make you feel like you have a family, I'm not going to say I'm okay with my parents leaving Earth, but I feel like if they do leave, I do have people here that'll be here to support me and if I can fall back on him. Nubian, what about you?
Count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. Yeah. No, so for me, friendship is it's something that I feel like really keep your spirits up. It keeps you going. It keeps you alive. I feel like friendship is it's supposed to be a part of life. It's something that I feel like is a vital thing that makes your day go better. Like just knowing that you got somebody you can call. Like, bitch, if I know for a fact I'm gonna speak to somebody every day that even if we ain't even gotta be talking about nothing. We can speak just on the phone. But just having somebody to talk to, like that shit is for me is very important because I live alone. Yeah. If you live alone, bitch, you be lonely. You got no boyfriend. I ain't got no motherfucking man. So, bitch, I didn't even talk to my motherfucking friend. I'm talking to somebody. Bitch, I just be dealing with my own stuff in my head. Yeah. For me, my friends are like therapy. Yeah. So that's how I get through life. Okay. So that's why I would say friendship is important.
Jose, why is friendship important to you?
I think friendship important to me because I just remember like I always used to be like, oh, all I need is me. Bitch, I don't need no hoe. I don't need nobody in this world. I'm good. Like I just always thought, yeah, like I got me. Like I got me. That's all I need. And it's crazy because
that bitch can't live without me.
Yeah. No, but it's just crazy. I can't live without all y'all hoes. But basically, I don't know. I feel like it really showed me living here in Atlanta, being around y'all and just having this friendship group that like, that's not true. All you don't need is you. And it's okay to depend or want to love others, even if you will be let down at certain times, because we're all human. We're all like imperfect. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I just feel like with a friendship group and having people around you that you know you can trust, you can love, and you can also depend on in more than ways, like I said, like just being able to call, like he said, living alone, being just, you know, day to day with yourself, it does get lonely. It does get like, okay, let me just call, because I would call each one of y'all and just be like talking, because that ass, I'd be like, bro, I'm so bored. But it's just exactly.
Yeah, the bitch call and then you answer the phone. You look at you got a voicemail, girl. Why you listening to voicemail?
And I leave voicemail.
You talking shit on the voicemail.
I'm going to always leave a voicemail, and the voicemail will always give nothing than nasty. Nothing less I'm going to be so nasty on the voicemail because I had to call, because you know I'm going to call at least 2 times.
You call 2 times, girl. You can send the voicemail one time. Right back. Right. I just pressed in on the call. Why are you
I don't understand. What are you doing, you slut?
Don't let this bitch be drunk trying to get you to the clue.
I'm gonna talk shit on the voicemail. But I just feel like when it comes to like friendship, I don't know. Like I've always thought, bitch, you good. You don't need nobody. Like, But seeing like how it's been the last couple years here, I mean, y'all might not understand how like or what y'all mean to me, but it is very like near and dear to like who I am. So it's just kind of like I don't know, like, not being funny, but like with family and stuff, it's just, tough times at times. But at the end of the day, my friendship is as close as my family, and I know that that's like something hard, but at the end of the day, I'm good. I love my friends. It's cool.
I love you too.
Yeah. We family, bitch.
Go to cry. Mom, why is friendship important to you?
I think friendship is important to me. I have many reasons, but I think that like we said earlier, when it comes to like family and like just the way that we support and show up for each other. In I have a few different sets of friends, right?
Yeah.
But we are like. I show up in different ways because there's some people that live back home, there's some people that live here and there. But just having that like support system, that's important because I don't have any family out here.
Right.
So like y'all became my family. Like y'all show up for me when I need y'all. Like it's like certain times where like we would be at somebody's house and chilling and kicking it and shit like that. And I might be down on some shit that I didn't even tell y'all about.
Exactly.
But like just us being around each other and keying and talking shit and shit like that, like that's something that's gonna like pretty much brighten my little day or bring me out of that shit that I was in.
So true.
It's super important. Like it's super important. Like the way that we show up for each other. I think it's important as well. Like it's just I know that I can call any one of y'all bitches and talk shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, y'all call, we in the group chat talking shit. We in there. And, you know, I come in that bitch with all types of shit.
Okay.
I
Pussy asshole.
you know, and that type of shit, it like brighten up my day. Like, it brighten up, you know, my day, like I said. Like, and we never really know. We don't, because some things we kind of keep to ourselves and shit. But it's like, bitch.
Exactly.
This bitch was the reason why I ain't fucking roll myself off a motherfucking cliff today.
Because, bitch,
like,
and not to cut you off, like even when like I was going through like my situations with my man, and we were, you know, in some rough patches, and I'll never forget the day. Like I went to Seesaw by myself, and Caleb and Keith came, and we were sitting there talking, and Caleb had got a little emotional because he was talking about, you know, and we'll talk about relationships. That's our next topic on our next episode. But Caleb was sitting there, and we both got a little emotional about because we were going through similar things. But it's like, I wouldn't have known Caleb was going through that if Caleb didn't come there and I opened up, and then he decided to open up. And then, but we also helped each other, I feel like, in a sense, because it's just like, you know, you going through this, I'm going through this, so bitch, I can give you a little advice, you can give me a little advice. Exactly. But at least I got somebody here to hear me. Exactly. To know what I'm going through. I ain't got to go through it alone.
Exactly. So you're not alone.
Yeah, so, and that's I feel like that's the importance of friendship, knowing that you're not alone.
You're not alone.
Exactly.
Because it's certain shit, like you said, and we all open up in different ways about different shit, depending on what's going on within us.
The aspect.
So it's like, bitch, girl, this was just me, you know? Yeah. And it's like good to hear that.
No, I'm only saying something because I just remember us. And like me and Mone obviously went through crazy times, but I just remember us honestly being on the phone with each other like, bitch, I was going through it. Like I was over here, bitch. Weight loss.
Skinny bitch.
Yeah, so bitch. I was just so,
you know,
I was just so motherfucking down bad. And then it's like, you look back on it, and that was literally just like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's like, man, whatever. Like, but I had a person that I went through that way, and I'm so grateful because if that wasn't, I don't know, because in the moment it just feel like you about to die. So it's
real.
Just,
I swear to God,
you do.
I agree.
I love my girls for being there.
I love y'all down. Well, this concludes the first episode of the Friendship series. Sitting here with none other than Mone, Cobei, and Knubian. Y'all already know what it is. It's Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag, The Boom, Tag did it, all that. Y'all
next time we need to have some tacos.
Check it. Tag did it LLC. Tag did it LLC presents Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. So, y'all, next episode, I have 2 of our other friends joining me. I don't know which one of y'all want to come back and be, you know, the next sitting chair, but we're going to have Keith and Caleb on the next episode, and we're going to talk about relationships in the gay community and why is relationships in the gay community important. And that also ties into friendships too, because, you know, some things have happened where, you know, in the friend group and things was trying to be people mans and things like that.
Gay
but no, me gay shit.
So we need to add, I think we need to add a little cheer in this bitch.
So yes, it'd be too much. But
baby, we need to roll the dice.
But yeah, we'll be back next week again, and we're gonna talk about some more stuff. So again, Knubian, Mone, Caleb, thank you guys. Jose, Cobei, thank you for coming to the first opening, because again, like I said, I met these beautiful people first, but I met 2 of my favorites next.
Thank
So
you.
I can't wait to y'all see them too. So
Period.
again, this is Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Y'all already know what the fuck going on, and we over and we out, y'all.
See y'all
Peace
later.
out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Let's go.
I'ma fuck with you,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck with you later, bro.
I was screaming.
Okay, and cut.
Period.
That was good.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Yes, that was really good. We made it through.
Girl, we was reading you down.